It is 5:30. Welcome to the city council meeting of Thursday, February 19th, 2026. The Opens Meeting Act is posted on the east wall of the council chambers, and a notice of this meeting was published in the York News Times on February 12th, 2026. If you would, please stand and join for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amanda, the roll call.
McGregor.
Here.
Lopez. Here. North.
Here.
Shepherd. Postier.
Here.
Wilkinson.
Here.
Van Esch.
Here.
Piper.
Here.
Our first agenda item is approval of the minutes from the February 5th, 2026 meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes?
Move for approval. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Next are claims of elected officials.
We do have 4 claims of elected officials. First is Tony North of North Printing and Office Supply in the amount of $1,039.34. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Abstain.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Second, we have Jeff Piper of Piper's Inc. in the amount of $420.46. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Abstain.
Third, we have Stephen Postier in the amount of $30 for a coaching stipends. I move for approval.
Second.
A motion and a second. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Abstain.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Oh, that's what they told me. Last, we have Gerald Wilkinson, with JW's Catering, the amount of $1,600.
I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes. Oh, abstain, I'm sorry.
Van Esch.
Double yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Very good. Next are the claims for the period of February 6th through February 19th, 2026.
Finance Committee did meet yesterday to review those claims, and I move for approval for the claims for the period of February 6th through February 19th, 2026.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further questions of the Finance Committee? Hearing none. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Next, we need to approve the department activities reports for the month of January 2026.
Move for approval. Second. Second.
Motion and a second. Any further comment? Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
And then we need to approve the cash balances for the month of January 2026.
I move for approval. Yeah, second.
Motion and a second. Any questions on those? Hearing none. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez.
Yes.
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Next is city administrator report. Dr. Crawford's absent tonight, so we'll move on to, we have 2 public hearings. First is a public hearing for a preliminary and final plat for approval of the preliminary and final plat for the Paradise Park Estates Edition, replat 3 of Outlot C, City of York, York County, Nebraska. Dan, could you fill us in on this just a bit?
No, the planning commission had a lot of questions on this one. So that's the land right there around Paradise Park, and they're going to split it here, make 3 lots out of it. This lot at the bottom, about the only place you can build is in that corner. The rest of it is floodplain, and we have a big wastewater line main that runs through there. And we have a big water line that runs down and feeds into here. They didn't give any indication as to what they're gonna do with the property, other than they want to split it into 3 pieces. And it meets all of our zoning requirements, the Planning Commission recommended approval.
I don't understand what are they doing here on this part?
So
It's this one?
they're making this lot, and this lot out of the three. Well, see, this was one, and now they're making three.
They're breaking it into 3 lots, so
Okay.
they,
And then
Dan,
that- And then this one on the north side was all the way up, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's very, very big. So as it sits now, all one lot. And they want to make this into a lot. And split it across here, a second lot, and then the third lot up here.
Okay. So the top one is outlot A then, as it says on this, the 39 acres or whatever
Yeah, outlot A.
Yeah.
Outlot B.
is
and
tucked
then-
in there by the. yeah.
A, they took C, making A and B in lot one.
Okay.
There is an issue with accessibility or easements for access.
We should be on your map, we have all kinds of easements going through there.
Is that like it's public water?
Yeah.
so again, if they were to do, I mean, they meet all the requirements to do this. If they were to want to do anything further, they would have to come back to us. They would have to meet, any kind of requirements that we'd have.
Yeah, so they would have to put together their layout of lot, to make it into smaller lots, make their subdivision with all utilities, everything else in it.
Right.
So come back through here.
Yeah,
And this blue is the 100-year floodplain. That with the red stripe in it is the floodway. It's difficult to build in either one of those. And this being the low spot, that's where our wastewater line feeds through, is in that blue with the red stripes. You can see it on your map there. And that basically follows that drainage right there.
Are there any questions of Dan right now? This is a public hearing. If anyone else would like to speak to this matter. Seeing no one come to the microphone, I will close the public hearing on this agenda item and turn it back over to the council for discussion or any other questions.
Well, it was all there.
It's, yeah.
It's their land to subdivide. I don't quite know, I don't quite get it. Amanda did say that someone from Wilson was gonna come from Lincoln tonight, but started to leave and decided better. So I guess the planning commission passed it. I guess I don't have, any reason not to, but unless somebody else does. But
Move for approval.
a motion and a second, any further discussion? Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Ash.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
We also have a public hearing, for a preliminary and final plat, on what we approved last time, or a month ago, which was consider the approval of the preliminary and final plat of the Northwest York Industrial Park, City of York, York County, Nebraska, legal description updated to add City of York.
And when they turned in the plat for that, Chris Hayes didn't realize that we had annexed it. So in the legal description at the top, he forgot to put City of York, or didn't know to do that.
Right, it just was York County instead of City of York, York
Yes.
County.
That's
So
all
we're
fixed.
cleaning that up. So this is also a public hearing if anybody would like to speak to this matter. Seeing no one interested in doing that, I will close the public hearing on this and turn it back over to the council.
Move for approval. Second.
Motion is second. Any further comment? Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Ash.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
And now let's get to the reason why we have our gallery tonight. Yes. So our next item is consider approval of a bid from TriStat Tri-City Sign Company for an auditorium marquee in the amount of $26,700. Sheree?
Yes, so this is a grant project funded by the York County Visitors Bureau. We received $100,000 for them for 3 projects at the auditorium. Project 1 being update the marquee, project 2 being resurface the gym floor, and project 3 being the stage lights at the auditorium. So this is the first request. We received, I think, 6 different RFPs. I am proposing and recommending we go with Tri-City Signs. It's a 6mm marquee sign, LED. It'll be a lot nicer than what we have, and it'll work, and it'll be clear, and it'll be, it's the highest quality of pictures. I've learned a lot about marquees in the last month.
We have, haven't we?
Yes, we have. This has been a very hot interest.
So a lot of the ones that you'd have would be up into like 12.
Yeah, they
It
absolutely.
used to be 16, 12, and these are 6, so that it's just so much sharper that, you know, you'll be able to put faces
Yeah,
and
you
things
can-
on there that will,
It's like a TV.
yeah, that'll stand. Chief?
Like you're all waiting for me.
You're just in time.
Just in time for
the journey.
So, yeah, so I think we got good bids on this.
Yeah, and they were relatively, they're pretty much apples to apples once you get the screen size figured out. So they'll actually replace, it'll have a more modern feel as well. We'll replace the base of it. We'll get rid of the triangle. We'll put the city's new branding on it instead of City of York. It'll look nice when it's done, and it shouldn't take them very long at all to do it. And it'll work. It hasn't worked in 10 years.
Yeah,
so
that'll
be
be,
great.
with your colors and then that's gonna make that awesome over there.
How easy will it be to like put the stuff on it?
The control panels, that and
How that works?
I'm hoping it'll be so much easier than what the old stuff was. My guess is that when I asked that question, because I did ask that question, they said, they'll come train us. It's on the cloud and you'll just update whatever pictures you want.
You can do it right from your office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do it from like your phone, yeah.
Yep,
Anywhere.
she'll be able to just plug right into it.
Yeah, it'll be super sleek and easy.
Because that'll be a good advertising thing I mean, it like
For anybody.
CRC,
Yeah.
I told them, next year you could probably scroll your advertisers on that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
And the game times and things like that, and events that we have there, and even just
Yeah.
community events and things, and it's
back
gonna
in the
be,
day, we used to like use it, but you could only put like 8 letters on a line and there was 3 lines and it was a nightmare. So we'll be able to do so much more with a new system.
Did it say it was 5 by 10?
Yeah, so it'll be actually a little bit bigger
It's a
than
little
that.
bigger than that?
and should have a life of, I mean, a pretty good life of,
Oh, I think so, yeah.
You thought this was gonna be $40,000, didn't you?
Our initial
I
bids
think
when we were getting them
yes,
were,
Yes, yeah.
I'm actually dealing with the same sign company, with the same sign. right now.
Really?
Yeah, I just met with him and I actually saw a picture of what they had proposed, but they said that, I was asking him about life of it, and he said they'll warranty it for 7 years. And then he said after that, good luck, but he said they've got all the parts, everything's separated where they can put different pieces in, they don't have to replace the whole thing.
I mean, it should have a pretty good life, I
Yeah.
would think there.
They're like 1 foot by 1 foot panels, and
Yeah.
then the panels wire together, and then they
The other thing
stack
I
on top
liked is
of
that
each
he
other.
said they have like 250 guys in this state, but they have all the parts are on a truck.
Mhm.
And they have it, you don't wait for China to bring you a part when you need it, you can fix it usually within.
The same
48
sign,
hours.
the same sign company is used at Runza, it's used at Nissan Electric, it's used at the middle school,
Yeah.
So they have their signs all around town.
We use Mark Driver, I think that was other sign as well.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
Any other questions of Sheree on the sign?
I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second, any further comments? Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
As referred to, the next is approval of bid from Leachman Flooring Inc. for the York City Auditorium Gymnasium floor resurfacing in the amount of $24,385.
Yes, so this company I met with twice, they're actually the exact same company that just redid the high school floor too. Dr. Bartholomew I walked in for some other reason and they were redoing the high school floor, so I got all the information, talked to him. This guy actually came out to the auditorium. He was, the consultant that said we don't need a new floor. It actually has life in it. We just need to sand it, restripe it, all of that fun stuff. I did talk to Dr. Bartholomew after they bid it and high praise, no problems, no issues. So that was a very good reference on that. If approved, we'll start on March 11th and it'll be done by graduation, which, I mean, it'll be done by 10 days after they start. So it'll be actually done by the Youth Involvement Fair, which is March 19th, which would be great. It'll have the New York branding in the middle. It'll have four pickleball courts, one volleyball court, one main basketball court, and then 2 short court basketballs because we have a short court basketball league for the youth. So it should be great.
Awesome, great.
Yes.
Any other questions about this? So we did get a couple of good bids and we still have the other, we have the grant, so we should, will you be getting bids for the?
I already got bids for the stage lights. Right now, we're $5,950 short of our over our 100,000.
Which is a lot closer than we were.
Which is great. So I'm actually currently working with the stage. We only got one RFP back for the stage lights, and that's from the Omaha Stage Equipment. That's who came in and did our stage curtains. So we already have used them. I've reached out to them to figure out what's the scope of work for the electrical. Like, what is the electrical has to come in and hook everything up. Once they get the lights, I need to add that price. So it could be closer to $10,000 over. I'll let you guys know on that. And then if we can phase some of it, like, could this be phase 1? Could this be phase 2? Does it have to go all at once? Kind of see what our options are so we can get within that $100,000.
Good, I was just curious how the
Yeah.
last step, but very good. Okay, back to approval of the bid for the flooring.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further comment? Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
And next agenda item is consider approval of Platte Valley Communications, Inc. invoice for outfitting a new police cruiser in the amount of $21,063.55. Chief?
This is really more of a clarification because I messed up. So this is when I put together my budget documentation and we buy a cruiser, typically a Mark Unit 1 every year. What I include in that total price is the purchase of the vehicle and then the outfit price. And the outfitting price is we go to this vendor and they take out any equipment that could be reused and keep it in good working order, replace any cables or anything like, or fuses or anything that it would need because it's all electronic. They reinstall that in the new car and then they also order and install anything that we can't reuse. So in that total vehicle price, it includes purchase of the vehicle and then this. So this is approved in the budget. I'm not asking for anything additional or anything. But I think in the future I need to separate those because they're each a different separate vendor. So what happened was, normally what happens is there's a push bumper on the front of the vehicle and a siren speaker that somehow the siren speaker is really difficult to install and nobody wants to do it. So typically we order the vehicle and it comes with those items from the factory installed because that's what the installation vendors like. This year the vehicle came without one, which dropped the price of the vehicle a few $1,000s at Anderson Ford and raised the price of this for the installation because they had to order it and install it for us over the 20,000 threshold. I just didn't catch it, so I approved it and sent it through. And that's why I think it's been paid already and now it's come to you late. It should have come to you by the rules before it was approved and I just missed it because of that change. I just didn't catch it.
Oh, it was in here. It wasn't broken out. It was still.
Yes, it's in that total of
Yeah.
the vehicle. Yeah, it's approved in the budget overall. I missed the order of operations on this one.
bid, because it's over 20 kind of thing, so, yeah.
Yeah, and on that front, that, you know, there are only two vendors that do this work in the state. We work with both. This vendor typically, or historically, has always had lower prices, and they know all of our systems, and their service after the sale is multiple layers above their competition, so.
Do we need to have Dr. Crawford's clarification that it's best interest of the city not to bid that?
Well, in,
She's not here.
I think that discussion's been held, but
Yep.
I will bring that up to her if she wants to mention that for later. Since Charlie's not here to say that we have to, I'd look for a motion for approval.
Any other questions? Sorry about that.
Thanks, Chief.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and second. I won't ask for other comments. Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Postier. Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Ash.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Next is consider approval of a payment request drawdown number 5 for 24 downtown redevelopment 006 in the amount of $51,639.29. Amanda, could you just explain what that is?
So the project gets approved overall, and then the drawdown requests come. The DED has stated they now want these drawdown requests that Barry just signed because it was included in the whole project. They now want them approved individually by council. So that's why this is coming to you now. It's a change in the DED standards. So
This one is specifically would be for Click
this one, I
Property.
believe, is for Click
Click
Properties.
Properties.
And that packet that's attached on the thing, the first sheet on the back page states who it's payable to.
So they just changed it's the same thing we've always done, it's just a little different, they wanted it a little different, with another layer of you guys seeing it too. So we would need to approve this payment.
I move for approval.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further questions or comments? Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Ash.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
The next agenda item is consider approval of a lease agreement, amendment number 13 between the City of York Department of Administrative Services State Building Division for the lease of the airport for the Nebraska State Patrol, renewing the term for a 2-year period effective November 1, 2026 through October 31st, 2028. So the State Patrol, Dan, if you want to comment that the State Patrol's had a spot out at our airport for a long time.
Yep, it just continuing that same lease that we've had with the state patrol for years, and they're wanting to renew that space, and
They like to get it done up in.
Getting out
you know,
ahead of it.
Yeah, they like to be out ahead of it quite a ways, so. But I think it's been a good arrangement out there and no issues.
we have the space, makes good use of it.
Yep, for sure.
I move for approval.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further comments? Amanda?
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Ash.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Next, and I'm glad to see this one, consider approval of a bid from Tilson Enterprises, Inc. for the Community Center Pool Area Vapor Barrier Project in the amount of $23,930. Dan?
So over at the community center, around the outside, it is a stone fascia and soffit. And because the community center built 63-ish, 1963, there's some issues with the moisture coming from the pool. The walls in that building, the separation wall between the pool and the rest of the building do not go all the way to the roof deck. So it's letting moisture from the pool into the rest of the building, and over the years, it's affected the soffit. And some of the panels, they're big concrete panels are wanting to come loose. So this will fix that moisture problem that's causing that. And
It'd be really nice if they didn't come loose and start
Yeah.
dropping around the community center.
when they redid the community center, they had to have a crane to sit those down on the ground. They're, I don't know, 3 foot by 8 foot concrete panels that are bolted to the bar trusses that hold up the building. And so this will help with that. And when we redid do you remember back when we redid the community center, all the ductwork was in that space between the ceiling and the roof. And now that we've redone all that, we're seeing condensation
Yeah.
in certain areas, and that will stop that condensation.
Keep everything in.
Is there like a ventilation system in there right now where's all that gonna go? If we seal it in there, is there?
The pool has its own ventilation system,
Like pool packs that draw out the stuff.
but the problem is that air, it can't get all of it, and it's escaping into the rest of the building.
Sure.
We've been struggling for a solution for the last couple of years of trying to figure out exactly who and what to do.
Yeah.
So this is good.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember back when they were doing the community center and they took down the ceilings, the metal roofing that everything is sitting on top of, there was a section there that had to be replaced, and the bar joist because they had rusted through. So there was probably 40 by 50 area.
Like the lobby in my office.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, your office, above your office.
And that area
And this
just
is
to
what
the
comes
outside, if you're, yeah.
Yeah.
So this should help with the life of the building.
Okay.
Any other questions?
It was bid out and we only got one bid. James and Dan did that too, so. This only one person came in with it, so it was bid out.
How long does it take, do you know?
I don't think very long.
Oh.
They're hoping to do it at the end of March, early April. I
And
said,
they don't have to drain the pool to do it, do they?
we don't think they're gonna have to drain the pool. The plan is to get a lift in there and they're just gonna like spray insulate around.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about having some kind of covering over the pool, but
Yes,
not
so it doesn't
draining
like
it.
spray back.
We won't drain it, but we'll cover it.
And some of it they can do from the other side of the pool. So in the office areas,
Well, I know that, when we first started talking about the bids from a couple of people that were throwing stuff around were a lot higher than this. So I hopefully this will work for this money on this and get it resolved.
some of those that we had them earlier talks with, it was 6 figures.
Yeah, I know, and it was just, right, and we weren't even convinced they could fix it. So this is good, so,
But now it's just being done, there's that moisture from the pool can't get anywhere else in the building, we're done with that problem, it's not gonna ever rust it out again, or try not, or less in the probability of that.
Never would be a long time.
Right, but,
But this should fix it.
As long as you're around there.
yes,
well, that's not really long enough, probably.
right.
Well, you will never have to vote on fixing it again.
That's a good idea.
But we just, the liability of thinking that parts of this would start to get
Yeah.
loose and be doing that is just beyond.
Well, as much as we've done to it, I just don't want any more problems becoming of the moisture in itself.
Right.
Because if this would do all of it,
We've done a lot
or
of
do we have to keep doing more as problems arise?
Or just build a new one.
What'd you say?
But
It's like you're reading about
It's held up for
Don't
6
feed the
years.
Yes,
Well, but we also know what the problem is, we can monitor. it.
Yeah.
Right. And all the changes we made to the HVAC system. We found the problems, but because of that space in there was an open plenum for the air to flow, and now it's not. Now we're getting that condensation problem. We're actually seeing it dripping out of the panels.
I have videos if you wanna see it.
Good.
Yeah, and so like a lot of it, this even goes back a long time ago when we did moisture impact study on the community center. When they said there's negative pressure inside the pool and is it negative pressure into the pool and it should always be positive or vice versa. And so this company's like said the exact same thing. So by sealing it, it'll keep the pool pressure always negative and it won't leak any of the humidity into the rest
Well,
of
there's
it.
some.
Yeah. Which like what Dan said, there's lots of little like cubbies and that's when they did the whole inspection. it's crazy like how there was like a 4-inch gap that didn't have any insulation behind the balcony of the pool, you know, and so like that's taking it all the way to the gym and all the way to the racquetball courts and throughout the whole entire building. So hopefully this will seal all of those areas and keep the pool negative. That's our goals.
Are there any issues with the doors and to the lockers as far as needing to seal those too, or is that all been taken care of?
Keep them all shut now. We used to, like, when I first started, all the doors were always open, and that's actually against the fire code. And so now all the doors are always shut, every single location. So I think that helps. But thanks to Dan and James, because they did all of this work, and that just got to tag along.
Move for approval.
Motion and second, any further comment? Amanda?
McGregor,
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North,
Yes.
Postier,
Yes.
Wilkinson,
Yes.
Banish.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
Our last agenda item is ordinance number 2430 to repeal chapter 2, article 7, division 3, Public Works Advisory Board, sections 2,431 through 2,435. Dan,
So,
putting you to work tonight.
things through the snow. So there's always been a Public Works Advisory Board, and it's a group of volunteers that would come in, meet with Public Works and talk about issues in the city. Maybe it was wastewater or water lines, and a bunch of volunteers, and most of the time they don't end up meeting because of lack of attendance. So we just felt there wasn't any need for that advisory board anymore, because it still came down to Public Works had to make the decisions.
When was the last time they would have met?
Well, not this year,
2 years ago.
Couple,
They went to
They-
quarterly to try to gain more attendance, and it still didn't miss.
they might have met last year. This is one of those things that's in our ordinances that I'm not sure there's a benefit to it anymore.
I thought that it speaks to the job that James is doing. You know, before maybe they felt they needed to have some input, whereas James he's doing such a good job that he doesn't, we don't have to have that oversight anymore.
Yeah, I don't know who's on it or appointed, it just hasn't been something that's come in front of me, I know.
Well, Kenny Eckler, Bill Williams,
Oh, yeah, I guess,
yeah,
yeah,
whole bunch of young guys.
yeah.
It just, and getting them together, and, some of them have some health issues, and so just clean up the language in our ordinance.
Anybody have any questions about that, or do if you're good with that, we can suspend the rules. If you want time to think about that, we can make this first reading. So that's up to you guys.
I'd move to suspend the rules.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to suspend the rules. Amanda?
McGregor,
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North,
Yes.
Postier,
Yes.
Wilkinson,
Yes.
Banish,
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
And then passage of ordinance number 2430.
Move for passage of ordinance 2430.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further comments or questions? Hearing none. Amanda?
McGregor,
Yes.
Lopez. Yes. North,
Yes.
Postier, Wilkinson,
Yes.
Banish.
Yes.
Piper.
Yes.
That brings us to the end of our agenda, and we are adjourned. Thank you all. Drive safe.